channel, and we're having another live. We have much to talk about, much to say. We'll dispense with the cut, so I don't confuse any of my viewers. But it is good to be back. I had a wonderful time with some of my elder statesman friends who have gone into another dimension in YouTubing by starting their own lives, starting to grow their channels. And I support them 100%. It's absolutely amazing. So we have one in the chat, and hello, the first person, the most important person. And that person has gone again. So there you go. But they gave me a like, which is nice. So thank you kindly. Thank you kindly for the like. Hello, everybody. How you going? Prophet of Truth. Hello, Elite. How are you going, Elite? We are just checking up on our moderators, hoping that they're all well and that they are who they say they are. But anyway, no. Good morning, Mr. Virginia. How are you, my good man? Thank you so much for helping out our elder statesmen, YouTubers, with all your wisdom and your knowledge. You are so crucial to the glue of our community. You are... we'd be lost without you. We'd be absolutely lost without you. Anyway, I'm taking another chance with an open mic, so to speak. And I'm not that worried about who comes in. Except, welcome everybody, and I do welcome everybody. Elite, I made some fantastic connection yesterday. And that's all right. Elite, you work is important. Work is what fuels our. Yes, you got it right there, Prophet of Truth. Work fuels our lifestyle. Without work, we have no quality of life. So, who am I to hold you up in your work? But appreciate you joining me. G'day Ghostly, g'day Kaylin Feltz. I am from Perth, Kaylin. And Motorborm's a really lovely dude, Elite, just absolutely a gentleman of YouTube. So anyway, don't go to bed. The man that never sleeps. Just having a little chat, Frogzilla. Bray Jenkins. Hi, Bray Jenkins. I must admit, I do like people with anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I am just happy that the sun is shining. God is yes, enjoying a fine cigar. God has blessed me today with some lovely comments from my YouTube supporters. And it's excellent. What's up, Dave? Well, I don't really know. I went to a few governments today, and in order for me to get my allowance to live, I have certain hoops I must jump through. So we've jumped through those hoops, and yes, they were flaming, but we didn't get too badly scolded, so it was okay. We didn't get too badly scolded. Now, please chat. Mr. B, always good that you come in and you join us. I am always impressed by your presence, and one day I'll be picking your brains about 1965 Panhead Harley Davidsons, and I'm sure you will be an encyclopedia of reference. Because I'd like to build an old bike up, and just have a little bit of class, when I go out on the highways around Australia. We why not have a bit of class? Yeah. Good on you. So everyone, talk amongst yourselves for 5 minutes, just while I have a recovery drink. No, that is a crow. That's the West Australian raven, the black crow, who's actually quite a intelligent bird, hanging around our place because we have chickens and the crows go in and steal the eggs. They can fit a whole egg in their beak and fly off. They are quite the thieving scoundrel, is the crow. So that noise was a crow. There you go. I'm not very good at it. Yeah, they're loud. They come through the microphone very clearly. So there you go. You get to hear a bit of flora and fauna from far out WA in Western Australia. So yes, Australia is definitely full of wildness. Yeah, it is. It's yeah, it's yeah. I don't know, Alexis, am I? You be the one to decide. I don't even know what a noob is. I've got no idea. Please, could you explain, Alexis, what exactly is a noob? Is it, thanks, Mr. B. Yep, good on you, mate. Cheers to you, Mr. B. And cheers to Ray Gregory for braving the murky waters of live YouTube. Favorite song. I was just singing it, actually. There's a folk artist from England, José Luis Seichar. His name's Roy Harper, and in 1968 he recorded a song called Hell's Angels. Very interesting. Well, looky here. What's up, my friend? I was just on stage again. Sorry, I'm going to bypass the scam calls. See you later. Because I'd rather talk to you than talk to an Indian call centre. It's much better. Mind you, there might be a couple of Indian call centres here today in my chat. So Roy Harper from England is a folk artist. One of my, look, it's hard to say what's my favourite song because every day is a different, is a different song, a different mood. One day it could be Tarkus by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Now there you go. Who here in the chat knows of the epic masterpiece called Tarkus? Go away. Who here knows of Tarkus? Tarkus by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Anyone? It's an acquired taste, but it definitely takes up the whole side one of the album. ELP. No, well, I don't know. Motorborn. It's a Little River band. That's great. They're a great band. Good morning, Robin, and Gabargo beer. Okay, there you go. I haven't heard of Gabargo. Bob Dylan. I'd prefer Roy Harper to Bob Dylan. Same musical genre. Yeah, Hyderabad. Your friends were just ringing, mate, and I won't answer their call, so I'm sorry. Let them, and I mean, I should answer the scam callers because I waste their time for 2 hours, and then hopefully, yeah, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I waste their time for 2 hours, and hopefully, my wasting of a scam caller's time prevents another elderly person from parting with their hard-earned retirement money. Anyway, that's all I'll say on that matter. All I'll say on that matter. Yeah, yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans. It's not a holiday that we really celebrate in Australia, but give it time. Australia wants to be America for some reason. Good morning, my dear fellow. The rubber tire deacon himself, the grand wizard rubber tire deacon. It's always beautiful to see you. You are such a wonderful source of spiritual connection to me, my rubber tire deacon, the wizard of rubber tire deacon. Mac, if you've got 5 minutes, hang around and see how we deal with negative chat and inappropriate talk. Because I never want you to go through what I have to go through. But please, no, the birds don't want food. They are fine, mate. They know where to get their food. If anything, it's a territorial cry, and they're shooing their other mates away. That's the Tyke Trucking. How you going, mate? Morning from the UK. Morning in the UK. Or good evening. Yes, it's good evening. So we'll have a bit of a chit chat. So far, there has not been any hate speech. But give it time and it comes. I leave myself open a bit to all sorts of people. So it's only fitting that the devil pops up and tries to tempt me into his world. I like both, depending on the time. Kayet Goodwin. Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, East Coast of America. Hate you in shame. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. Two bath war. You're the only guy that calls him that, and I think he likes it. I think he likes it. I think he does like it. Well, the carers are here. The cerebral palsy child will be looked after. I don't have to. I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about looking after the cerebral palsy child anymore. She is now got the proper carers, so I can spend some more time, quality time with you guys. I've been on a ship. I haven't worked on one. I was never in the Merchant Navy. No profit. No, it's tomorrow, Mr. B. They, they will give me a new dressing tomorrow. So we're off to the hospital tomorrow to get this looked at. Hopefully, it's a clean. Good morning, Jessica. Welcome aboard. So hopefully it's a clean bill of health. There's no infection running around in the wound, and I waited a while before I rode, but I did ride this morning, and it was pretty cool. Just to jump on the bike again and abate my withdrawal symptoms of motorcycle riding, because I get a little bit withdrawn when I can't ride. The bike is definitely an extension of me physically and personally. Yeah, no, it's healing, man. It's good. It's yeah, I know. It's a whole crew, eh? But then that's what happens when we support each other too. We we support each other. I didn't get much sleep today because I was so happy to celebrate Ray Gregory's first ever live appearance, and the things that were learnt last night, and the things that we can discuss. Um, and we had a nice, intimate chat. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous. She took me in. She gave me breakfast. How's that, mate? I don't mind. Ian, how are you? Yes, yeah, a good old Aussie yarn. Yes, there's a yeah. I don't go to the pub, mate. I don't really go to the pub, Ian. I am a bit of a stay at home. I don't really like how the world is. Motorborn. Yeah, I was, man. I had a huge smile for Mr. Gregory as well, and that did say it all. He was so proud. Um, there you go. No, that's good, Prophet. Yeah, look, I think, they do say, good morning, Chasing Ghost, or evening. Are you in the truck eating your soup? Anyway, you're more than welcome here, Chasing Ghost. I'm so glad you got through the roads the other day where those careless drivers were just putting your life in peril. And oh my gosh, they just, yeah, that was, well, what do you do about Pax euthanasia? There you go. Thank you, Frogzilla. I was only a little Skamitza. Really, you only needed a little dag for that one, a little dagger for that one. A lot of people staying home. Well, I don't want to go to the pub. The young are trying to make a name for themselves, and even just going out into the city today just to go and see my social security. Yeah, mate, Queensland. So you're on the other side. You have been dispatched, Mr. B. Isn't it fun to watch? Look, that's the risk you take with open mics. Really, this is Alive is an open mic. I let so many people in, and it's a way definitely of growing the channel. There's no doubt about it. I grow the channel rapidly through these lives. So it's the Sunshine State, mate. There's certainly some good times to be had in Queensland. Ian, I'd love to get into a few stories about my experiences as a young West Australian going to Cooktown. The most furthest place away from Perth was Cooktown, and I had to go. Yeah, I know, the freaks come out at night. I get it. Southern Boys Ride. Hello, how are you, my good man? It's always good to see you guys. Thank you for joining the chat. Southern Boys Ride. It's cool. It's good that you're here. Wait a minute. You have a social security in your country? No, we have social security. I won't qualify for the disability pension because the government powers that be still believe I can answer a telephone in a call centre. So they're not going to give me a pension just yet. So, good. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. I'm glad you're doing well. It's good. It's good. So, yeah, man. Ian, Motorborn, Virginia is such a He is he's our patriarch. He's our wealth of information. He is so supportive of all of our channels. He guides us with insight. He guides us with clever decision making, and content. And it's just Ian, you're part of the community too, mate. You've got the blue shield. It's always good. Yeah. Exactly, Frog, you know. Geez, you're getting a few kills under your belt, mate. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to increase I'm going to have to increase your standing status, I think, Frogzilla, from standard to managing director, I think. What kind of glue? Motorborm is a glue that it's not toxic. You can certainly, it's a bit like the clag glue. I mean, when it goes in, you know, it's not harmless. His glue binds so well. Yes, he may need more ammo. I'll just see what sort of moderator you are, my brother. So chat. Oh no, you've got the highest. You've got the highest accolades bestowed upon you, Sir Knight Frog. Sir Knight Frog, you have the most highest of accolades bestowed upon you, and you wear them well. It's always fun to come in. Yeah, I know, and we're So get out. Yeah, be careful, Modi. It's crazy. It's crazy, Motorborn. But you got it sussed. You know, the go is you've got to check out your you've got to check out your subscribers and check out their channels, and that gives you some clue as to who these people are. I'm always wary of people with no content. I'm a bit more trusting of people with content. If it's similar content to mine, I have you have been knighted, Sir Frog. Yes, Sir Frog. Rest easy, Sir Frog. Power has no content. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, so she's gone. She doesn't, she doesn't get a spanner. She doesn't get any, Powder Girl, get some content, become so you can be knighted like Sir Frog, I mean, it's a great accolade to have. An international standing of honor is the Frogzilla, has an international standing of high regard. And I've always said that, and I think it was Evil Rick that prompted me to Evil Rick who prompted me to connect with you, and he vouched for you, and that was good enough for me. And then bang, when I saw your yeah, that's cool, Powder Girl. That's cool, yeah, evil Rick, and he speaks so highly of you. Yes, and toss out the ones that don't do it for you, mate. It's good. Southern Boys Ride. I'm glad to share that information out. It's just getting beyond a joke. We don't want to we don't want to attract the wrong kind of message. And north by southeast. The topic today is we've just knighted Sir Frog, and we're just celebrating Sir Frog on his field of battle, and he has just been knighted, and it was and I love supporting others, Ian Watts, but if they're not dinkum, it makes it really, really hard to support. So we're sort of just talking about connecting with the right people, and I realised that some people, it's got to have biking content for me, Philip. It's exactly right, and it's naked ladies. Yeah, 100%, mate. But I hope that's all helpful for you guys. It's. I don't want to have. I got a little bit blinded by the light with some cool truckers, man. We love our truckers. It's funny, Motorborn. Truckers and bikers, we just get along, and I'd love to be able to post the little video I did when I was at a truck bay, and we we were just talking, and I ran over to a truckie and asked for his pen to fill out my logbook. And he was surprised that I had a logbook to fill out, and I said, "Oh no, it's a logbook for my cannabis use." Oh yeah, they're everywhere. Truckers, without truckers, Powder Girl, we have no economy. So I am always respectful for truckers. I just wish some caravan owners could be just as understanding of truck drivers. But on the roads, people are selfish, and it's all about their agenda, and that's how it is. So thank you, Powder Girl. Forgive me, Powder Girl, if I'm a bit reluctant to bring you in so quickly, but I must be on my guard. And it's no reflection on you. It's more about me learning about who in the world is out there. But I will say, today we've had nothing but cool people come into the chat, and I so dearly and deeply appreciate you all for joining me today. But enough of that. If you have your drink, raise them high for Mr. Gregory, in a celebration of him moving in to a technological world that most people his age have no grasp, and he is learning it. I had a chance a few weeks ago to meet one of my subscribers on a run. It's the best, isn't it, Southern Boys Ride, when you make these connections. So it's getting harder and harder to make all these connections with these American guys, because I really want to hang out with them. I mean, I would love nothing better than to hang out with Sick Bastard in Gainesville in Florida, and go to a camp out, and hang out with David and Cindy, get a little bit more knowledge about their charity, bring it to Australia. I think it's a wonderful charity. I know it will happen here in Australia. I certainly don't want to be the one to do it. I want to be involved in a group of people that want to do this. So It is about networking. It is about finding, and it's also about letting Jesus take control, because he knows that the plan is already been set. Um, okay. No, look. Okay. I went through Streamline with him tonight. Okay, good. Um, Retired Rider is a very, very good man. And I'll be sure to just pop over to his channel and hit the ding-a-ling bell. Then Trinity, I am Australian. And hit the ding-a-ling bell so I get... oh, God bless you, old Mac. No, you don't have to. I don't have to. I'm going to take the Hawaiian Turnpike, and I love it. Absolutely love it, old Mac. It's so cool. Yeah. Yep, we're all Australians, some of us here, and I don't want to be dismissive of my Australian. I don't want to be dismissive of my Australian audience. Welcome, Trinity. Thank you, Trinity, for your subscription. I hope you find something in our channels that strikes a chord with you. I'm certainly not an influencer. But if you gravitate towards motorcycles, then yeah, I know. And north by southeast. And if you ever get to Australia, any of my friends, there are 2 bikes sitting in the shed. I can't see the comments, Motorborn, so I don't know what he said. So thank you so much for okay, yeah, righto. Yeah, Tyke, no worries. Tyke, I am a bit wary of our new lady Layla. I don't really know if she's appropriate for my channel, so I think she might just be piggybacking to grow her own channel, which is okay if she just says that's her modus operandi. Then I will be, just, we need to be honest. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to see people get hurt. I don't want people to be, yeah, I really think so, Motorborn. Touching myself. There you go. How's that, Robin? Oh dear. Australia, Annie Kemp. Russian, I would say. Thanks, man. Thank you. Okay, how's that, Trinity? That's pretty cool. Okay, hunting only. There you go. No, we're having a bit of a celebration for Mr. Gregory. And also, Mac, for negotiating his way around technology so we can share each other's lives pretty much well on a daily basis. Mr. B, your questions 3. I am all eyes. No, hold on a minute, mate. Mr. B's got a question. You'll just have to wait. Yeah, in Australia they are fucking oath, or they're just ridiculously priced, which is why I think. But I have a good mate, Mr. B, called Jeff Zatella, and he is in the know for all that stuff. So there's a couple of shops over here, but I wouldn't even bother. I think it's the American swap meets that are the go to source those parts. Thank you, Crown Shining, and never stop believing in yourself. What a lovely comment. Thank you so much. Robert E. Do Australians Dislike the man that moved. No, not at all. Not at all. I think Australians are a very tolerant uh, population of people that support people who want to move up in the world and get on. Oh, thank you so much. Good night. Good night, my beautiful friend. Old Mac, I treasure you and I treasure our connection. I treasure our friendship and I treasure your stories. I'm honored that you're in my life. Go with God, go with Jesus. He loves you and he keeps you. Absolutely love you, Mac. You have made my day. Good night. Sleep well, old Mac, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye, brother. See, we just absolutely love our elderly statesmen. We protect them, we care for them. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'll make you uncomfortable. Please sleep well. What is the best part of living in Australia and perhaps the worst part? The worst part is the ignorance from people, powder girl. But the best part is the communities that we have. Mostly, we have a progressive society. We have a progressive society, and that's the best. We have a nature and a flora and fauna that is still in parts wild frontier. So that's great. And same with thank you, Robert E. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who gets something out of my channel. I'm doing a lot of lives at the moment because I'm not actually doing any video content making. I'm just waiting to get over my injuries and my medical procedures. So hey, good on you guys. Thank you. My new fave. Oh, spiders are okay, Trinity. They're okay. You know, if it wasn't for the spiders, they wouldn't get the mosquitoes, and we wouldn't. You know, so there's everything has its place. You know, everything has its place. Worst part is not having Vegemite. Yes, yeah, we are a bunch. We are a bunch of. Well, there you go, Tennessee whiskey. I love seeing Tennessee most days. So I'm not a huge drinker, but Robert E. Utah. Um, yeah, 100%, 100%. Anyway, forgive me if I just. But that's the beauty of these chats. They just go wow, 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 wow. They go everywhere and all topics. It is lunchtime. It's lunchtime, Trinity, here in Perth. So people are making their sandwiches and having their they're having their hot meat pies with tomato sauce. I mean, basically, it's tomato sauce with the accompaniment of a meat pie. If I welcome it, because then I move on to a better world. There you go, Abel. Anyway, not really interested in your comment. I'm here to celebrate people. So please retract your comment, Abel, if you don't mind. You know, do yourself a favour, mate, and talk about life and living. That's what we want to hear in our worlds, mate. Not about morbidity and you know. Sorry, but anyway, I'm not going to dwell too much on you. I'm going to dwell on hot meat pies, mate. So, Mr. B, the saying goes, the meat pie is an accompaniment to the sauce. Dang, it's 11:54. So we're approximately 12 hours ahead of you, Trinity, and you know 9 hours, I think, 9 or 8 hours ahead of Canada. So it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hot meat pies are a staple in Australia. I will, for you, Mr. B, I will do a video all about it. Um, it's 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 yeah, meat pies and sausage rolls, and they're what most people have at lunchtime. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, we're in the future. Yes, it's the tomorrow in your country. So there you go, Mr. B. They basically will buy a pie and pour on this tomato sauce. It's a savoury tomato sauce. I haven't got one. I haven't got one. But a meat pie is only a small meal. It's a smoko thing, Adam Confidential. That's correct. It's a smoko thing, and smoko is our morning tea or our afternoon tea. That's traditionally in Australia called smoko. I think it's a term used in uh, it's a term that's been with Australians for so long. The term smoko. Yep, all year round, mate. All year round, even in the winter time. Having a bludge again, Dave. I'm sweating, mate, sitting here. Oh, bloody hell, mate. But then, you get into work at 5, you've worked your 4 hours, you've done your day's work, you're smart. So I've got a few good boys in the chat. Southern Boys Ride. Yeah, sorry, Jeff, Southern Boys Ride, really good people. Just good down to earth, lovely people who we're talking about meat pies and smoko and just little intricacies of Australian, chicken pot pie. There you go, from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, we got a KFC, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, right. Work on the bike for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's it, mate. Good night, Robin. Sleep well, brother. I love you too, mate. Hey, Dylan's of the City of the Dead. Good to see you again, mate. I remember you, Dylan. I remember you. How are you? Hope you've been well. Thanks for dropping in again. Trinity, skin cancer removal and skin grafts. So that's what happened to my hand. There you go. It's what happens to Australians with fair hair and blue eyes. We don't fare so well in the Billy Tea. There you guess. The damper. So that's the original smoko, is the Billy Tea and the damper with the golden syrup. Mate, thank you for reminding me about the damper and the Billy Tea. Oh, I'm glad this chat's gone back to Australian colloquialisms. Yeah, they would, mate. It's a good idea, Mr. B, and I think it would be fantastic. Oh no, I mean, Frog's wearing his knight of armor again. I can just see Frog in a suit of chainmail. You have that ilk, Frog, chainmail and your crest, so proudly, walking across the arena. As a damper tastes like shit for the record. No, yeah, I know, but we're just like, come on, don't rain on the parade, Jeff. It's all good. Yes, so Frog is on point tonight. Dingo stew. Oh God. Well, traditionally, Tyke, it's actually roux tail stew. So the kangaroo tail is very sweet meat, and they cook it, and it's not a bad meal actually. Oh, when I make it anyway. Damper. I mean, damper is the staple of. Okay, I should fucking write that down. So on the trip, I've already got a couple of meals that I'm going to do because I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in hotels this trip. I am going to actually swag it in the bush, and we'll do a bit of cooking show. Um, See ya. Look at that. Look at that fucking comment. Frogzilla, sir, I'm so sorry that you have just been so busy with slaughtering and, throwing flasks of hot burning oil onto these stupid people. Roost Stew, yeah. Okay, Robert E. Provided you have a medical condition and a GP gives you the go ahead, then you can have prescribed cannabis as a medical treatment. And we'll get into that a bit later on in the chat. But there it is. You've got your shield, Sir Frogzilla, my hero. My hero, Frogzilla. Yeah, the Bush Chook King Brown for the mixture. Yeah, I know. There's so many good, funny colloquialisms, I think is the right term, Jeff, for our unique things in way we describe in our language. What the Bush Chook is a King Brown, and a King Brown is a tall bottle of beer. And it wouldn't matter if you drank it warm or cold, but traditionally we drink it cold, straight out of the esky. And knee slapper, yes. Yeah, it's interesting. So there you go, guys. It's a little bit of Australian culture for you, eh? Fucking art. And we sound like crows when we speak too. Oh, yeah, cool, mate. Enjoy. Thank you, Trinity, for everything. Good night. Yes, Motorborn, go to bed. You've, yeah. Okay, there you go. You didn't know if it was cow. Yeah, okay. God. Bush Tucker is great. Best TV show, the Bush Tucker Man with his beautiful hat. Yeah, Bush Tucker Man was a SAS guy, so he was a fantastic. Sorry, no politics here, John. Bad luck. Motorcycle content. Yes, it's an Aussie accent, definitely. That's the downside of live chats without subscriber only. But it hasn't been too bad today. It's been pretty good, really. Jane can't even drink a cup of coffee. Oh, Froggy, I'll get off soon so you can just relax and have a cup of coffee. Yeah, poor mate. You're so busy. I know. I'll start. I'll take over. Look, Sir Frog, I will tag you out. Boom. Okay, I'll take over. Oh, it's on par with America. Yeah. They're not. Mate. The old Swan Draft and Emu Bitter. They were the old staples of the at the end of the shearing shed. Yeah, we were a bit like Ned Kelly, I guess, or Moondine Joe, or who's the other one? Captain Thunderbolt. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Dylan's of the Dead. Brother, God bless you. God bless you, Dylan. God bless you. Thank you, Dylan. It's everything Dylan's City of the Dead. Thank you so much. Absolutely no need for it, but I appreciate it. It's funny, I gave that amount that you gave just then to a street beggar today and told him not to spend it on drugs, but go and get yourself a sandwich. So it swings and roundabouts, man. You know, it's mad. So there you go. Look, and you stay awesome too, Dylan. Thank you for joining the chat. But I'll keep up with the chat because we're oh man. Shane Gray, hello EB, how are you? Yes, I knew it was EB. Health ain't nothing to play with. That's true, man. And I know I'm here sitting here smoking and drinking and oh, I know. But I'm kicking back, you know. I'm relaxing. It's you know, when I was a younger man and working, it was a different world, and it was a different world, and it was a different world. And you do look after yourself. Yeah. Southern boys, man, you're so welcome here. It's so good to see you. Hello, Nanette. Nanette, how are you? Nanette, where are you from, Nanette? I enjoy every day, and we do, Mr. B. I've got some content coming your way, mate. The meat pie, the damper, the just also all so much good content that I will definitely single, you know, not single, but you'll be in my thoughts when I do my Aussie bush cooking. Out in the outback. Yeah, I know. It keeps us normal. Yeah, they are, man. Probably the most expensive. They're probably the most expensive in the world. And you think I can give up? Or motivated to? So it's something that I think I'm fooling myself that I enjoy. Yes, it's a long journey. Ian, you are such a zen dude. I think I picked that up pretty early, Ian, that you were, you know, the real deal, man. Yeah, it does make you think and stop about things. And I guess Southern Boys Ride, that's why I started doing YouTubing as a sense of a modern day memoir, leaving something behind. I know that I've lived more than I'm going to live, so yeah, I'm at the tail end, but I have no regrets. I have lived such a fortunate life to have lived in a relatively peaceful Australia. I've had a very relatively peaceful time. I you know, I had a few scraps when I was younger, but I have, you know, yes, and we do live as full a life as we possibly can. Here you go, Dean Trenner. Dean Trenner. We just lost you. Dean Trenner. So these are the iron horses of Dave's stable. A 2022 Road King and a still warm. Yes, you're still warm because I've been out on the chopper today, and the dirty. And I want to show them off, but I like that part of it, man. I really dig that part of it. The cam chain movement and the see-through. I love it. And the gold on them rims, man. The gold on them rims. So that's they're my iron horses, and I love them. Yeah, I know, darling. Yes, I have two EB, and Mr. B. I have two bikes for different riding. The Road King is very. Yeah, I'm in my cruise mode years now, man. Definitely. Okay, Layla, can I just say that the content that I saw, I'm sorry, I couldn't watch it. I don't really want to watch prepubescent children. I'm sorry, darling. Can you make some good content, Layla, that's suitable for elderly bikers? And then I'll happily support you, darling. But anyway, apart from that, that's all I really wanted to say, Layla. Oh yeah. No, it's yeah. You just got to be so careful what you post because and even on my chat, Layla, we have some absolute cretins, and my connection with you, they could be connected. So I'll be looking forward to your surfing videos, and let's just leave it at that. Okay, good girl. Rock on. Be safe. We're having a bit of a chat today about life in general and some Aussie colloquialisms. We're talking about the smoko, the damper, and the Billy T. We're talking about the old bush chook and bush cooking. Not so much alligator. I didn't really like alligator or crocodile. It wasn't really for me, but kangaroo is definitely for me. The roux tail stew and the kangaroo steaks, really good lean meat that's so healthy for you because it doesn't have all the fat. Yeah, it would be nice to see your surfing videos, Layla, that's for sure. Yeah, I found that the alligator or the crocodile's too fatty. It wasn't really much for me. Some people love it, Ian. Some people, and I think it's got to be cooked properly. No, but would love to. Okay, yeah, cool, Philip. Yeah, cool. Yeah, see, that's more appropriate. We look, um, yeah. It's just more appropriate. We want to support you, Layla, but we got to support the right things. That's all. Um, good. I hope you're well. Anyway, you were a bit under the weather over the weekend, I thought. I heard. Um, yeah, but England has a lot of expats, Australians, so I'm sure there'd be. I'm sure that. I'm sure that English people can source kangaroo. I'm sure you can. You may have to. Thank you, Sir Frog. I'm sure that if you were to do a Google of the availability of kangaroo meat in England, you would probably be pleasantly surprised. Oh, okay. The kicking, oh, darling. I'm sorry to hear that. Pregnancy's a hard time for some women. It's definitely a dark meat. Good morning, Red Rider, or good evening. Yes, and I did. And I'm doing two chats, Red Rider. I had a subscribers only chat and it worked wonderfully. The problem I've found is that I'm meeting new people. Like I met a guy from Finland who's doing the Northern European motorcycling community. And that was because I had an open mic chat. So, and I've also, Red Rider, got a lot of moderators who really care deeply about Dave's channel, and it seems to work. But the subscriber only chats are definitely personal. They are intimate, and my dear friends can join me. Yeah, the mods help. And Red Rider, my dear, you are a mod straight away. Yes, the mods really help. So there's no emphasis, or there's no you don't have to do anything on my channel. Just the fact you show up is amazing, and very welcomed. And this is my shed, Red. It's not as big as yours, and we only have two bikes in the shed, but I love them. My little chopper and my Road King, and this is our shed. And we have lathes and band saws and grinding wheels, and it's home. It's home here in Australia for me. And we're talking about good old Aussie bush foods, and it's been a great life. So yeah, there you go. There you go. So welcome, Red. Thanks for dropping in. I know it's late where you are. Good little shed. Yeah, the lathe is so important for just for the new projects that we're thinking about. Yeah, putting a Springer front end on the Softail Slim, and there's all sorts of things we want to have a crack at doing. And I think we've sourced another shovel head engine, so it's all stuff that we are going to be filming soon. So, oh man, thank you. Man, I have definitely shared your channel with our Australian women riders, and I definitely point them in your direction. So they, I think some women riders feel that they're an island, and it's a lot of women riders in Australia do feel, a good connection with other motorcyclists, but there are some that feel a little bit ostracized, and yeah. So they see someone like you's, riding these almost vintage motorcycles or veteran motorcycles, and there's a good connection. Yes, my whole life, Mr. B, I have been Australian. I definitely what's the right word? I definitely wear Australia on my sleeve, man. I am so proud of our country. I'm so proud of our population, and the things that we do. It's a darling country. It's got its issues, but it's also got its great people, and it's just a matter of, again, sorting the wheat from the chaff. And darling, yeah, being the typical biker, floozy girl. No, yeah, I know that you like being ignored by most. I must say though, Red Rider, your stranded video was so Blair Witch, and then the shorts that you made of that, and you, yes, I liked your stuff, Red. You're more than welcome. And we always encourage female riders on Dave's channel. Yeah. Anyway, and also, again, we're getting closer to Jesus on my channel. We're getting, we're celebrating his love for all of us, and it's all good. Thank you. It's fun. So it's always good seeing my subscribers come in and Yeah, you had a lot of fun with that crew. I know it was a bit scary because you're out in a you were out of your comfort zone, but you managed to turn it around to yeah. I enjoyed your content. I do enjoy your content. So I'm just having a medical treatment, Red. I am a medicinal cannabis user, and I promote people to get onto legal cannabis here in Australia, and not have illicit stuff. And yeah, Jesus, man, yeah, shower, our Yahweh, and we do, I I had grown out of faith for many years. I wasn't sure, and then I see an old guy who um, who praises Jesus, and he's got all these manner of tattoos. He just doesn't look like the standard Christian, and I'm going, what? And I get my scripture through him. I call him the most pious man on the on the internet. There you go. Jeff Satella and Red Rider together in the chat. I can't believe it. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah. That's what we're doing, and had oh yeah, it can. It can, and it's helped me. I've got a little bit of PTSD and a little bit of shoulder pain from a motorcycle crash, but I'm good now. Um, I'm really good. Um, anyway, it's very late where you are, Red. Go to bed, darling. Sleep well. Um, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for commenting, and thanks for your advice about uh, just limiting the hate. But the moderators of my channel are just absolute dear people who have been allocated all number of medieval weapons to attack and kill trolls with flaming flasks of hot oil, summoned wizards with strike, with broadswords and maces, and we call the trolls out a bit. So there are more good people on Dave's channel than trolls, and the percentage is just growing every day, and that's what I love. And Red Rider, Red Rider, you've saved a lot of lives by allowing motorcycling to be, a family thing, and a family and a Christian connection. Yes, I am from Australia. Easy 8. Okay, God bless you, darling. Thank you. Yes, I will. I find, and I got people who also give me a bit of catechism through their channel, and much like yourself, much like Old Mac, much like Recycled Hooligan, Sick Bastard, Motorborn Virginia. These are guys that are, real Aussie. I know, it's all right. And you're a funny girl. Anyway, lovely for you to drop in, darling. Thank you so much. And I'll continue to support you. Yes, thank you. I am not ashamed anymore to profess the true one God that is absolutely here for us. Easy. Yeah, it's a joy to have found Jesus in a different way than I was raised, as a almost a militant Catholic with a religion that was forced on me. So after finding, and also I'm allowed to love my Mother Mary, and uh, I get a lot of comfort from Mother Mary. And there's there's a whole YouTube about that. Um, and I've found that I can continue with God's work on my own terms. Um, you know, there are things I do that, um, yeah, God moves through me, and well, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, mate. Jeff, I'm not promoting any violence. Um, I know what you're talking about, Cronulla. I get it. Um, I'm a bit reluctant to say whether or not it was okay or not. I get it. I get why you are, and I'm not. I'm not in any way, Jeff, going to be dismissive of you, and I know why it happened. Um, it's just I don't want to be contradictory. I just wish all people in Australia could get along. That we are Australians, where and to break that down a bit, Jeff. I don't think that coming into Australia and standing there. Yeah, I know, and I get that. It's Yeah, look, I have a problem with Western Sydney. I really do. I have. Um, I just see. I see their religion as oppressive. Um, I just see it, but it's hard, And I don't want to be in a discussion where my God's better than your God because, So I get you, Jeffrey. I just don't. I don't know how to go around it. And I don't want to be tippy toeing, but take your fucking burqa off. You're in Australia, man. Fucking live an Australian life. So I get you where you're saying that. And don't force your way of thinking on an already established way of life. How's that, Jeff? Yeah. Like Shiara law, for fuck's sake. But I don't want to go around saying, eat your fucking pork sausage, you cunt. But, yeah. Yeah, I know, Mr. B, but I think we need you to come and start selling cornhole boards here in Australia, mate. Set up your own business here in Australia. Because it's taking off. I'll show you where there's some cornhole boards in Fremantle, and everyone loves it. So there's room, Mr. B. There's absolutely room here. I'll try and yeah, I know. It's hard. I don't want to be in the gutter, I don't want to. Yeah, Ian, that's so true. A smile is bigger than in the cosmos. I really agree, and I sort of don't want to be dismissive, Jeffrey, too. Like it's true what you're saying about the Cronulla guys. Um, it was an attack on our way of life. Yeah, cornhole, an old Midwest US staple. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Um, what a fantastic chat, and to have had Yeah, subject change. Yep, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Robert E. Yipper. Um, I Yeah, I am just doing some watch hours zombie FDR to try and get more people. Yeah. No worries, mate. I'm a chill dude. I've got my jacks and my cannabis, and I'm not driving my motorcycle, so I can have my cannabis, and I'm not impaired on the road. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you. But you guys also make the live stream what it is too. You guys are generating the way the conversation goes. So if it's not for you coming in, I'd just sit here and be an idiot. But I am absolutely blown out, zombie, at the amount of people who gravitate towards Dave's channel. And I would say 80% fantastic and 10% or 20% just absolute vermin of humanity. And I have my wonderful moderators to deal with the vermin of humanity. And it's heaven and hell in Dave's chat in a 2-hour period. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I know, Mr. B, but yeah, I know it's a lot. And I mean, I've got to think about what I'm going to do in Australia. I mean, in America, if there was some talk about going there, flying into Miami, buying a bike through Bert's Barracuda, just a second handy, riding up to old Mac's place and hanging out in old Mac's. And but yeah, I know. Where are you staying? What are you doing? How long are you here for? How much money have you got? I guess the whole thing turned when terrorism was a thing, and we've become such a fearful country. And that's one thing I don't like about Australians. We don't know how, we fear the unknown a lot. And yeah, I know, mate. But saying that, by being here on these chats and our YouTube community, we can sort of bypass a little bit of that by just staying connected, enjoying each other's company. Although it's look, it's a great compromise, and I haven't got $35,000 just to go for a willy-nilly trip just to say hello to some beautiful people. Bro, they flat out do not want you in Australia. They tell you that flat out. Well, hold on a minute, It's so disheartening to hear, Mr. B, because I want you to come to Australia and open up a cornhole board game shop. I have seen your cornhole boards, and they are absolutely fantastic. It wouldn't take much to do some crossover ideas with some Australian motives, some American motives, maybe the ANZUS Treaty. But there's a lot of stuff I don't really want to talk about because it's so. Is it contradictory, or is it? We're allies. Americans should be welcomed at the door. my good sir, my ally, come on in. Whereas the other side of the equation, people coming in seeking refuge, and then, not. Look, when my poor parents immigrated here from their countries, they were shunned if they weren't adopting Australian traditions. Now, most Australians would know this, that is a thing of the past. It's a softly, gentle approach. And I feel shattered that my parents went through so much ostracization. We're talking about immigration from other countries into Australia. Normand. So, and yeah, I know it's life, but the agenda has got so skewed into one way, really. And I don't want to be dismissive of anybody who believes in a certain way of life, but I want to be inclusive too. But part of that inclusiveness is our Australian way of life. Get fucking used to it. It's try and live it. Our parents had to. Why do you get a pass and can have a mosque? There's no. Anyway, I'm probably going to get executed for this. And that's not what we want either, mate. Sir Frogzilla, the knight, has spoken. Bum, 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 bum. For fuck's sake. Yeah, it's. But, Ian, I don't want to sound like a fucking bigot either, I fear that our loss and our beautiful way of life, the Australian way of life, is going. Yeah, no, grab another beer, zombie. I'm gonna make a mix in a minute, mate, and we'll have a virtual chuff. That's what it's all about. Bong hits for everybody. Bong hits for everybody. Bong hits for everybody. There you go. There you go. All good. All good. Lots of people have come and gone. I've got lots of likes. Thank you for showing your love in Dave's channel. Yeah, I know. It doesn't help that I'm smoking, the worst shag you can get. Yeah, it won't, Kyle. It will not. Yeah, I've got it. COPD. Yeah, I've got it. Gutter weed. Yeah, I don't do gutter weed. I do this zombie. This is medical prescribed cannabis, 28%, and I'll be. Yeah. I love it. I absolutely love it. And Kyle, that's a lovely statement. And I don't want to be a bigot. I do want our values not to be extinguished. And I feel that this generation is extinguishing the good old tradition of the Billy Tea and the damper. And there you go. I just got a cutout there for a section. Yeah. So, Mr. B, you can get it in your country. 28% just works, man. But the problem is it does put you into the couch a bit. It does put you into the couch a bit. Yeah, I know, and Jeff, it just upsets me, mate, that too many soldiers fought for this country to be what? 0.03%? No, Mr. B, no. What's that going to do? If you're going to have medical cannabis, you may as well have the tonic. For God's sake, you have an aspirin and it has a side effect, and that side effect means the pain goes away. Oh, Mr. B. Oh my God. And you are a good man. It's horrible, Jeff Sotelo. It's absolutely, yeah. Look, I didn't know how to talk about a comment that came in, and it was not easy to say my beliefs without sort of seeming like I'm an overt racist bigot pig. Because I believe in Australia and the Billy T and the traditions of smoko and a fairness for all. It's no, a lot younger. Try 10 years younger than that, key lime. It's just that I've lived out on the roads in my motorcycles. Yeah, we do, zombie, but not everybody. Like I can't be talking to a younger generation, which I mean I desperately do need to, because but then that generation isn't going to thrive in the outback. They're not going to do very well out there. No, that's okay. No, I don't mind being. That's cool. That's cool, key lime. That's cool. Yeah, patriot all the way, man. Fucking oath. You know, and whoever mentioned Billy T and the old damper bread today, that is about as Australian as you can get, mate. That is a Dame Edna Ebridge. That's really terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, you do get those sorts of people. I've seen that, Frogzilla. I've seen those bot chats trying to discredit people. Thank you. Okay, so with that, guys, we are out of here. But that's no, we're not. We're not out of here. We're not out of here at all. I'll just remove him from the whole chat and report him for absolute untruth. Let him come back again, and I'll report him, and he can be dealt with for misinformation by the powers that be. Yeah, I know. I won't let it slow you down, mate, Robert. It's just one of those things. Argentina, viva Argentina. Yeah, good, mate. Thank you, Frogzilla. That's why you are such a sir. Yeah, it's just terrible. Here I am talking about wonderful Australian ways of life, and we get that. Yes, give him the hot oil. Give him the hot oil. Oh, look, Kai, key lime. I am a sucker for an Appalachian accent, mate. I'm absolutely a sucker. Ian, thanks for coming in and joining us today. I so appreciate your input, and you are most welcome here anytime, Ian. It's great to know you. As a para friend, that's for sure. It's but mate, thank you. See you. Bye. Okay. So, this is what I'm saying too. We have 90% of the chat is fantastic and positive, and we all get something from it, and we all can interact. And yes, please. What did you notice, Mr. B? What did you notice? Because your contributions are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I've got so much time for Mr. B. All the people in our groups, yeah, we're all the same, mate. We love the right things, Mr. B. And it's so important to love the right things, no matter the country. Yeah, no matter the country, no matter the person, we absolutely dig the same things, man. We I wish I could give this to you, Mr. B. I really do. Thank you. Pooper machine, really? Okay. Proof. We all love our country and we love our weed. Oh man, look what they give you. They give you a sort of a sachet to keep the dope fucking fresh as well. It's just absolutely fantastic stuff. Oh, I wish I could for you and your wife. You'd need something proper. Oh, you can't go past getting a lovely piece of steak and char grilling it. You get the crisscross pattern on the steak. We absolutely love our steak. We need a close up of that. Yeah. The new. We need smell-o-vision now. Yes, we do, Mr. B. How can? Oh, Mr. B, if you can get Canatrek. No, the cultivator. Who's the cultivator? Okay. Genetics, cultivation, hybrid greenhouse. Hybrid greenhouse, if that's any help. They have access to this wonderful weed. Hybrid greenhouse. Perhaps you could Google them and they can help you and your darling partner, Mrs. B, just get the right tonic, for God's sake. What is so wrong with having the right side effects? 0.03% THC. Well, what's that going to do? It's just give you a headache, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm disgusted at your health system. Find people that need a little bit of relief in the evening. And yeah, you do have good green. Yeah. It just pissed me off. But Froggy, you might have to do a run. Okay. So Mrs. B, okay. Hybrid greenhouse, HYBRID greenhouse, GREENHOUSE. Now they're from Canada. But I get them from a group called Canatrek Medical, but they're an Australian medical company. But we source the cultivator hybrid. And we all love Canadian weed. I mean, Christ. Okay, so again, Mr. B, hybrid greenhouse. I hope. Yes, yeah, exactly. Go figure. Shit, it's from Canada. Go figure. GGG Gaming. Yes, I am Australian. Canadian tobacco is good. and Canadian women. Ah, no, I like Canadian people. There was a beautiful Canadian on here before who I'm quite smitten with. Um, I'm quite smitten with Red Rider. She's a very good supporter of Dave's channel, and just being able to hang out with these people and um, oh man, it's just so good. It's just so good. You betcha. You betcha. So, oh man, I hope that helps, Mrs. B, that you've found something. Um, I'm hoping, because I don't know. I think there's international laws that prevent. Um, uh, yeah. Okay. Desert Outlaw. How you going, mate? What's going on? What's going on? I'm still gonna call you the mullet boy, mate. You'd make a great Australian desert outlaw. I don't know how it would work. I don't know how it would work. But as long as there's a doctor involved, you should be able to post it. There's a doctor involved. I don't know. I just don't want to get in any sort of trouble, you know, when it's just a matter of researching the right people that we can put, hi, Jamie. All is well. All is well. Yeah. No, we know how good you are, Mr. Sir Frogzilla. I know that you're a man who demands only the best. Only the best. Yeah, I know. It has some of the strangest bullshit. I know. But surely, you've got a medical condition, Mr. B. No, we won't get started on that. You've got a medical condition. Surely a doctor can see that this has benefit. And my testimony is that as soon as I got signed up for medical cannabis, I spoke to a few politicians in the West Australian Parliament, and I said, from repulsed criminal to revered community member with the stroke of a pen. Oh yeah, everything in small doses. If you're going to eat bread or pastas, you've got to balance them out with good fresh food. It's. I think it's a yeah. It's I did that, man. It's not legal, but 6 stupid miles down the road, it's 100% legal. I know, but you bring that in, and that's where the trouble is. Oh yeah, gaming. It will, stay tuned, mate. It's a cough fest. That's because it's such a good expectorant and right fast. Yeah. I know, man. It's a hard one, Mr. B. It's such a discrepancy of laws because of fucking prohibition. Prohibition is a propaganda lie. There he goes. I know. It's so fucking stupid. But Australia, we're slowly catching up. We're slowly catching up. Kyle, thank you. Oh man, rub her belly. Tell her that she's the best thing in your life. You're so lucky to be bringing beautiful people into the world. Kyle, you have the makings of a wonderful father and a wonderful family. I wish you all the best in your journey of being a father. I hope it lasts. Um, just be honest with each other, and it should last. I mean, look at the B family, for God's sake. They have been through trials and tribulations, and there's nothing that can dampen their spirits. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. One law to the next. And it's a state fucking line. Uh, yeah, I know. Ah, yeah. Well, you've got you've you've got yeah, I know. I was going on about that yesterday. Should Australian motorcyclists openly carry? And I reckon in 10 years' time, it may come to that. That we need the right to protect ourselves from increasing rising crime, and it's happening in Australia. So there you go. But getting back to our dear Kyle, wonderful for bringing new life into the world. My absolute best wishes for a wonderful and safe pregnancy, and yeah, what a time! What a time to be relished. Yeah, we need the right to protect ourselves. Absolutely, absolutely. And but also saying that, Zombie, here in Australia, we do have a fairly tolerant society still. So we're sort of lucky in a way that I can still ride around and not need to have a gun. So I'm sort of grateful, but wary too. And it's means that I become a bit more isolated when I'm in public. Anyway. Anyway, don't matter. It's all good. Get away from my drink, you horrible blowfly. Do you get blowflies in America, or is that just an Australian thing? Yeah, I want to avoid drama. That's what I want to do. I just want to do my thing, get to where I'm going, and avoid. Yeah, okay. Horseflies. Yeah, big old fucking flies that are this big. Time flies. It does, man. We've been on here for an hour. And also, I thank you all for hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button for the new people in the chat. Because if you're subscribed, you'll get to a much better chat where these bots don't come in and ruin and distract the flow of the conversations. And Sir Frogzilla can just sit and enjoy his cannabis in peace without having to put it down and having to go into battle every 5 seconds. Yeah. We call them horseflies, and they hurt. They sting, mate. They sting, the old horsefly. But you swat them and then you roll them up and flick them, and yeah, no mercy for horseflies. Well, I got a blowfly just hanging around the shed, and you've got to go and get fucked. Right, long enough. I have not had a vape today, so this will be the first one. It's it's in the afternoon. I mean, I've done everything I needed to do. They take a chunk out of. Yeah, they did, Woodcat. They took some skin. They took some skin off me, that's for sure. Ripped the wings off. Yeah. Oh, we were cruel as kids. We would tie a piece of hair to the flies, and we'd have a little pet fly. We were funny little buggers. We were funny little buggers as kids. Yeah, we were quite cruel. Oh, that's awful. My vapor's run out of power. I'm going to have to roll the joint. Oh, I was so looking forward to showing you the vape. But anyway, good night. Good night. I'll make you uncomfortable. You certainly don't make me uncomfortable. You're a very, very cool man. It's always good to have you in my chat. Yeah, fly on a leash. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You're breaking my heart, Dave. I'm so sorry, Mr. B. I want to be able to. Oh, I hope you can get a good. Yeah. Robin and Sandra, they're a lovely couple. You know, they live in a lovely piece of the world, man. So you know, they've got their world sorted out. I've seen a little bit of Robin's farm that he's shared with us online, and it looks very idyllic. I'm not jealous at all, but a little bit. If that makes sense. They have medical. Yeah. Okay. God bless you, Robert E. Yeah, get your 8 hours. Thanks for coming in, Robert. I'm glad you got something out of it. It's really cool, man. Yep. Bye, Mr. Robert E. Thanks for joining us. It's such a positive chat, this one. It's so different to yesterday. So different. Every day is a different way of interacting with guys online. It's absolutely no 2 days are the same. No 2 days. It's blows me away the amount of people who gravitate to Dave's channel. But I've got to be on my guard a bit. It is a gamble, Zombie. So, Zombie, have you subscribed? Have you looked at a video, made a comment? Hey, boring girl. Yep, okay. Welcome as our new recruit in Dave's army, and enjoy your new promotion. You've just been saying the right things, man, and there you go. Have your first kill. There you go. Oh, there you go. Dave's army. Let's go. Welcome. Enjoy. Yeah. It's the medical. I'm on medical cannabis. Yep. Oh, it's not about messing it up, brother. It's just. It just says. It's my little contribution to. It's my little contribution to say thank you for your contribution in the chat. I get some idiots and gronks in here. I won't be leaving. Tell Mrs. B that I'll be doing more subscriber only live chats. I won't be leaving YouTube anytime soon, because I've got people like yourself and Mrs. B. I've got the Frogzilla. I've got the Outlaw. And you know, I'd just be chilling with Ray Gregory on his first ever live. there's no doubt that I am frightened for people like Old Mac and um, Ray Gregory. So we encourage them to um, do their chats in a safe environment that protects them. And I don't want them to have the same sort of things that I do. I believe I'm pretty strong um, to combat the trolls, but I'm more and more inclined to do subscriber only chats because I have no time for inappropriate speech, inappropriate behaviour. Um, okay, so sorry, Key Lime. Yes, let me ask. So the dispensaries in Australia, um, we do have them. But personally, I like the fact that I have a general practitioner, a doctor, and I get my cannabis as you would any other medical treatment through a chemist or a pharmacy. So that is the dispensary. I have a pharmacy that dispenses my cannabis, and it's fantastic because it's legal. The police have to give it back when they see. And I have a defence for driving, and I can not so much easily, but I have a defence for having THC in my system because that THC is residue. It doesn't necessarily mean that I am impaired. And I follow the recommendations of my doctor, which allows me a 240 to 300 minute um, time gap where I can go um, to drive after 240 minutes. And provided I adhere to those recommendations set by my doctor, then yeah, well, mate, you've got to do the research. I did the research to beat a case against me, and that case was thrown out because the prosecution couldn't rebut a peer-reviewed science paper. Um, just sitting here. Oh, good night, all. Oh, okay. Who was asking about the cough vest? Um, yeah, I'm in my garage too, zombie. I don't know if you saw the bikes and things like that, but you know, it's all good. Robert, how you going, mate? Yeah, how you going? How you going? What's going on? We've had a great chat, Rob. Um, you know, just shooting the breeze, shooting the breeze. We're shooting the breeze. I've just lit up a. Oh, okay. Yeah, just shooting the breeze. Work safe, Rob. Stay alive. We don't go to work to die. Um, yeah, the garage is true, man. Just shooting the shit, or as they say, just shooting the shit. Get away, you horrible fucking blowflies. I need to get a can of poor old boring girl. Poor old boring girl. I'm ignoring you. Did that make any inroads into your mind? Poor old boring girl. There you go. But welcome. Thanks for the view, boring girl. Did you like? Did you subscribe? Did you share the channel? Did you in any way did you help this Australian grow? If you can answer yes to all three of those questions, maybe you'll get a mod. Maybe. So there's an incentive, boring girl, to do the right thing. Froggy's a good man, isn't he, Rob? G'day, my people. Rod, I died. I don't know what to say, Rod. You're worse than meth. Addictive. That's a lovely, lovely, endearing thing to say. Yeah, you're lovely. It's a fucking stick. Yeah, I know, that was funny. Yeah, okay, thank you, darling. Yeah. It's funny. It's fucking funny. I asked someone yesterday to spell boomerang. Didn't really mind how they spelt it. That was the question. And fuck, I pissed myself laughing. Okay, yeah. Look, you can get various degrees, key lime, of cannabis. I certainly don't, use cannabis and then go out on the bike. Not in built-up areas. It's just, Scooby. Now he's a chronic smoker. It's boomerang. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I'm addicted. Oh, God, funny. Oh, what? Yeah. So we get this Charis Desert Outlaw that it's 50%. It's fucking crazy. There's no point. I can't do anything. So I only had that once. It's, I don't really need to be comatose. This stuff I can function. I can do things. I still can. I know 90% wax. Yeah, that's the dabbing for dabbing. I got into that, but it's strong. And the problem with dabbing is that you go back to smoke a joint, it doesn't do anything. So I'm a bit reluctant to do too many dabs because it's like, it is like cognac. Dabs are like cognac. Boring girl. Thank you. Look, hey, darling, please. Keep with the compliments. You'll, yeah. It kills the tolerance, and you have to have 5 days off before you can bring your tolerance back up. A little dab, do you? And that's it. A little dab, do you? You'd know all about dabs, Rod. I'm sure. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, but then sometimes, yeah, I have to agree with you, key lime, actually. Yeah, that's why I don't eat edibles, because that's the sort of stone I get when I eat edibles, like a brownie and things like that. But some people love that. Me, I just get so stoned that I can't do anything. Do you want to go back in your old time right now? No, I'm really comfortable where I am right now. Boring girl, I am very comfortable where I am now. I don't need to go back to an old time. I don't need to go back into I don't need to go into the future. I have set my life up to be the most enjoyable, successful, wonderful time of my end of my life. So I'm, and to a lot of people, I'm living in an old time, like Mr. B, and I'm in my old time. This is, I don't want to be the richest man in the cemetery. What point is that? Who wants to be the richest man in the cemetery? I was so stoned I couldn't think. Yeah, I know exactly. But what you can do to combat that, key lime, if it ever happens again, you can have some orange juice, and I think orange juice tends to counteract the stone a little bit. So when I have smoke a joint like I'm doing now, which tastes so lovely, I want to avoid orange juice because it will balance something with the vitamin C and the acid. No, OJ doesn't. OJ does the opposite. It does the opposite, Desert Outlaw. It's a bit like, so milk is the one that amplifies the stone. I could be wrong. 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 Lemon on mushrooms. There you go. Nothing wrong with a bit of psilocybin to open the doors and get wisdom, Desert Outlaw. Nothing wrong with it at all. I see, Rob. You know, it's not about, my motorcycles make me rich. My friends make me rich. My upbringing makes me rich. My love for Jesus makes me rich. My love for the things that I love, my family, my friends, they make me rich. It's not a monetary gain. I have enough to be comfortable. I have maybe enough to travel, and yeah, archways in the walls. Sorry, I didn't mean to. But Rob B, you're just a ripper, fucking ripper. Always amazing. Yeah, money don't make you rich, man. Money makes you poor in time management, really. Try, based, Yeah, I don't do mushrooms anymore, zombie. I just can't do it. Take your politics to another channel, Auto. I don't do politics in my channel. But I do. Thank you. No, it's all right, Scooby. I'm not going to take someone else's lungs. No chance. I'm not into that. No, we don't do politics, man. What we do is we uplift each other. We oh God, you really like your capitals, Jesus. But you're getting your point across, Dale. Okay. Tell me a little bit more. Don't be acting so much like a robot, boring girl. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where did you go to school? What did you do? How did you grow up? How many people in your family? They're more interesting things than what you're blasting at me in capital letters. Thank you, Mr. B. Thank you. We come to this holy place to get away from the bullshit, and the holy place is how you make it in your own life. Hello, Katie. A new person here. It's all, yeah. I tried to tell her that, but anyway, she's trying desperately for me to react. It could be a bot, actually, Mr. B. I'm not 100% sure. No, not at all, zombie. You've got it. But all I ask, zombie, is that you prove yourself in the field of combat and go out with your flask of hot oil and your cleric and your wizard by your side and forever. Don't let those trolls regenerate. Anyone into a little bit of wargaming? Roll the dice and see how we move. We should be doing that, actually, rolling the dice to see what weapons we use. But We couldn't do it, Frog. You haven't had a chance to relax. Just Frog is. But you wouldn't be doing it if you didn't enjoy it, Froggy. I'm sure you do enjoy it. Oh yeah, B, don't even go there. We don't even. I've said my piece about politics. I'll say it one last time. I believe the right person will get in for the right reasons if the election is fair and just. If it isn't, then we're all doomed. And I think the same thing happens in Australia. The agenda will be determined by someone else in fucking higher places than us poor pleb voters. But anyway, so that's the danger of politics. Everybody in the chat, you, God bless. The danger of politics is that it's depressing. It is separatist in a way, and all I want in my politics is, do we grow tomatoes or do we grow greens? Is there room for the marigolds? Is there room for potatoes? Let's all get back to the garden, man, and grow our food. There you go. Yeah, just another fucking division. But, who's dividing us? And how much control does some organisations have over our fruitless tomatoes? Now there you go. I love tomatoes. Tomatoes with sugar. Now that was a childhood. That was a childhood. That was a childhood favourite of ours. We'd come home from school and we'd have, the quarters of the tomato, and then we put them into the sugar, and that was our little treat. Yeah, Desert, you're gonna be, just remove the next time. Remove them if you're gonna bother. Remove them. I'll have a crack too. Yeah, that was an old one. And hey, time to go. Yeah. No, look, enjoy work safe. Kime, have a great day at work. Yeah, tag teaming. Yeah, we got a tag team. That's all right, Kime. Thanks for dropping in. Work safe and have an enjoyable day. Hello from German. Wie geht's? Is that Baguettes is like hello, how you going? I got it. It's all right. Just, I don't shave, J-Mac. I haven't shaved for a while. Yeah, we get mein Freund. I love that. How are you going, my friend? If I can translate your German. You speak German nice. Danke schon. Danke schon, mein. Suggest a car for an edit. Okay. 1956. FJ Holden. Australian legend of a car. There you go. We're in Australia now, so we're going to Bitterskåne. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I think Bitterskåne is thank you. Holder Monaro, yep, there you go. Desert Outlaw, you know all about the two-door Holder Monaro of Australia. And I suppose there was a similar, because I think Holden were GM Motors, I think. No, I don't want to say that. Holden FC is a nice car too, man. The FC delivery, yes. So there you go. Yeah, your edit worked there. I've forgotten you in the chat, but you were able. Fried okra. Yep. You know, it's a race against killing. I had a little crack, but I'm sort of stoned, guys, and you know, I'm a bit tardy on the killing field today. In the early days, I was there. I was the most fittest and proud warrior, and relished in it. But you know, as time goes on, we hand over the reins, and I am so happy to have handed over the reins. I hit the wrong jump. Oh God. Oh. Grow weed, man. Grow vegetables. Grow the whole lot. Grow your garden. What a wonderful way to spend your pastime. The only reason I'm not doing it is that there's no point in this current living situation for me to get into the garden, but that could all very change shortly, because we are trying to get I am trying to get into a bit more rural setting. I feel a lot safer in rural settings. Safer. Is safer the right word? Safer, just the air's better, just life's better, it's slower, and I get on better with country people than I do with the selfishness of the city. So it's been a wonderful chat, guys. I'm so glad that we've able to have a bit of a chat. You know, it's been cool. Maitland, yeah, New South Wales. How you going, Maitland? Newcastle. There you go. On the way to, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm in Perth, Kyle. I'm in Perth. Maitland is on the way to, be the town before Muswellbrook, or is it going out to Curry, and then the Putty Road? This near Newcastle. Yeah, I do. I've been there. Nimbin boy, actually, Kyle. I was a Nimbin boy for many years. Singleton, yeah, that's him. Singleton, Muswellbrook, Singleton. So I used to, and then I bought a house up in Tenterfield, but I got, just didn't really dig it. And -16 in Australia, yes, what the fuck? I'm a West Aussie sand groper, mate. You know, I'm not a mountain man. At all. I lived it for 3 years, and when the housing boom came, I took my spoils and I ran with it, you know. So fuck, it's cold up in Tenterfield. Fuck me dead, is it cold? Yes, the Byron hinterland. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Rod. The Bundjalung country. There you go. That's my boomerang. Bundjalung country. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is also mine. uh, Buster Lung. And Nimbin, Rod, that you always had to give the black fellas if you were a grower in Nimbin, and you were sitting on the street selling your weed, you just have to give the black fellas pot if they asked, and then your pot was it was blessed by them because you. Yeah, Nimbin well. So we'd always give the black fellas pot because we're growing on their country, man. Like we had respect. Not everyone did, but then the ones that didn't give or anything like that, they got, they were mainly heroin junkies anyway. So, Nimbin, what a microcosm of the world. What about a microcosm of the world is dear Nimbin. Half them my mob. Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Johnny Bales. Mr. Bales. It's now Charlie. Charlie, his son, is taken has taken the reins now of Johnny Bales. It's so beautiful to see. And in time it will be Marley's boy. And it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I am still lucky that I've got dear friends in Nimbin, and I can go back and experience my 20s and what I did. Bailey. Do you know Bailey? He's a good bloke. Bailey. Is that Johnny Bales? If I'm not sure, mate. I know a guy called Johnny Bales, and he had a Sue and the Twinnies and all the kids from Johnny. NVM, maybe not. No, sorry, I don't. Bailey. MBB. Yeah, MBB might know him. But then I'm thinking Motorborn, Virginia. And that's not what you're saying. NVM. No, probably not. That's all right. Good question. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'll make you uncomfortable. Those sort of statements make me feel uncomfortable, actually. So you're living up to your handle. You're living well up to your handle. And it's night time there, and you can't walk around your beautiful farm. Soon, mind you, you've got a hot house, haven't you, Robin, that you can protect all your winter. Yeah. Are you off? Oh, but we just fucking enjoy your company. We enjoy your wit. We enjoy your input, mate. So you and the good wife, keep it easy. See you next time. Protect what? I have to go back. Protect my lungs. Stop fucking smoking. So I told you how this cannabis, well, it's disgusting. I didn't see that. I hope you saw, this cannabis is an expectorant. It's an expectorant. So there you go. But I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right, mate. Oh, it's stupid strong stuff. I mean, look how fucking dope I am now. Not to mention, full strength spirits. But, I'm not abusing. I mean, how long have I sat on that drink, 2 hours. I'm not really compression. There you go. Oh, it's Kyle. It's just so stupid strong. So by being stupid strong, Kyle, I don't need to have as much, and I don't need to have it as often. Now, if it was a light cannabis of what was thrown around in the chat before, 0.03%, I'd be smoking it all the time. So, yeah, I'm sure you do. You miss your brother's homegrown. Homegrown has a sense of achievement and honour and pride about it. We were talking about my Nimbin homegrown before, where I was honoured to give it a bit to the blackfellas, to say thank you for letting me grow on their land. Yeah, it puts you into the couch though, I bet, Jeff. Babysitting frog. Oh, cool. What do you reckon, Desert? Is it a good thing that you've hooked up with us all? I think it is. Mate, you've just been brought into the fold, you know. Yeah, okay, the ADHD. So that's, yeah, I get that. So you need that level of it's okay. So to other people in the chat, the way I understand ADHD is that when he has meth or not more amphetamine, he becomes normal where we're, racy. So I think that's how it works. Ritalin and those sorts of drugs. Speed, basically. Yeah, cool, man. It's chillaxing, brother, 28 million is our population, probably. Yeah, you might be right. You might well be right. That's all of Australia, and most of that 28 million, so would be in the eastern states, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. There is the population. Joshua. Hold on, I've got to get a quick one. One we haven't done for a bit. Ariok, help me while my time is nigh. Needle gun with your needle gun. So there you go. I like Modern Hawkwind too, by the way. Okay. Yeah. He was. I mean, someone yesterday. I think you might have been in the chat too, Rod. They were talking about Chopper Read, and asking my thoughts on Chopper Read. As someone I want to remember in Australia, and I think George Negus is up there on many a higher post than George Negus, and that interview with that Rajneeshi woman. It's just tough titties, Georgie. I don't know if you can remember that, but that was a famous quote from. I don't know. It's a mixed bag about Chopper Zombie. Mark Brandon, yeah, Mark. So I am saddened to hear about. I'm not saddened to hear about his death. I'm saddened to hear about that he had that condition of Alzheimer's leading up to his death. I think that was. That would have been a great fucking laugh, But I never really was a Melbourne sort of person, man. I was. We're going to talk, ex-cons. You can't beat West Australian Bon Scott, mate. He's the ex-con. I'd rather fucking be proud and to say is a legend. Not for his music, but because he's an ex-con. He did his time in Freo jail, one of the hardest fucking jails. Pentridge, I'm sure, was hard, but fucking Freo jail, mate. Fucking poor bugger. Good old Bon Scott. Anyway, that's just a little bit of a little bit of Hoey Maui, the Hoey Maui. Yeah. Jokes aside, Alzheimer's is it's awful. So my mother had that and passed away with that. That's why I made the comment that I was more upset that George passed away with that illness. Yeah, so I fear a zombie, you know. Actually, zombie, in the next chat, what's your name, mate? Forget your alias for a minute. You know, you made a good connection there. I wouldn't mind knowing your name. Good man. Welcome aboard, Frank. And Frank, that's why I asked. Bango. Dave's channel's pretty fucking on the money, mate. It's on the money for the good people. Yeah, Alzheimer's is evil. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. We both know. But thank you, Mr. B, for bringing us down. Yeah, fucking boomerang. Jesus. George Negus. Yeah, I don't know if you can remember that interview. I don't know if you could hear that interview. Hey, anyway, that's exactly right. Hey, you know, onward and upward. So anyway, no more talk about Alzheimer's. For the people who are suffering, or the people who are knowing of family members who are suffering, you've got respect. But let's stay in the present a little bit. Bill's channel, we were just sort of slightly skipping Alzheimer's discussions. I know it's important, but you know, it's also yeah, there you go. Bill, welcome. Welcome. So, Zombie, thank you for sharing that and being cool about it too. Right. Cheers, everyone. Joints at the ready, bongs at the pack, cones to the side, and brownies out the back. The cops are coming. The cops are coming. Everybody scramble. The cops are coming. The cops are coming. I'll just prepare my preamble. Detectives here, detectives there, on their phones, looking for cones, in their drones, in our homes. I'll wait for a bit. Oh, I'm so lost. I lost the rest of the poem. Guys, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this morning, Josh, I went for a bang. Get the hand looked at in the morning, but I went for a bit of a bang because I had to, because I have to get my allowance from Anthony. Anthony gives me my allowance. Oh, one could say I'm sponsored by Centrelink. And they don't like it when I say that at work for the Dole Sports. And then I show them my hand and my eye and go, really? Am I employable? Would you employ me? So, you know, there you go. But the powers that be say I can do... G'day, Oregon. Bong hits at the pack. Yes, I like that. Yeah, they don't send a link. What a horrible. So enjoy your work. You have a much better quality of life than I have because you work. Josh, are you riding at least? I forgot to ask that. I know that you've got an extensive record collection, but are you into our two wheels? And when you go to a Motorhead concert, do you leave your lid on the lid pile? Slings, yeah. Oh, God. The chat's died. What happened to the chat? Hey, oh no. Yeah, no, I've just put my joint out and finished. I'm really stoned. Packing up always sucks. Yeah, okay. Ah, you're doing that. Yeah, I know you are. I know what you're doing. I know you're doing. But you've got the Byron hinterland and the Bundjalung country. And you know what to do. You're part of that mob. You don't have to give. I'm cooked, man. That's cool, zombie. You really were. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, I'm cooked as well, but I've been. It's an afternoon getting on it with Dave, and if that makes for entertaining viewing, that's better than the old fucking what were the afternoon shows. I remember, Days of Our Lives, General Hospital. So we're going 75 to 85, Country Practice, A Prisoner. All of those sort of sitcoms were were on the hunt for something new. Okay, yeah, righto. So secondhand new. If you're working, why not get something fucking new? Fuck it. Mm. Ah, the classics. Gliding Light. Seems you have a lot of sharks also. Yeah, probably. In Australia, we have a lot of sharks. Fucking oath. Definitely. Okay, you're going for the cruiser. It doesn't necessarily have to be Harley, mate. It can be Indian. It can be BMW. I mean, BMW, let's see how reliable they are with their big cruiser. What's the expense? Rah, rah, rah. But I tell you, there's something that all of those bikes have that they can't come close to Harley. And that is, there is something about being on a Harley. There's fucking something about it. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, but I think I'm going to leave that up for you to discover. Please take a few bikes for test rides. Get the bike that sits for you. Think about what sort of riding you're doing. Are you doing twisties or are you just fucking state to state? State to state. That's all right. Lovely ladies. Lovely ladies, they don't stay long because I won't change for them, Frog. I won't have a haircut. But I'm, always the dapper gent, but they don't just look like it, It's a vibration. Hello, Iran. Hope you're all well. Dapper lad. Okay, cool, man. John McCauley, yeah. Old school. I ran, then I stopped. Caught my breath. Hey, Rod, we just get the world in here. I know you dig it, I know you dig it. But we haven't got Northern Europe, which is sad. Would have been good to have. Yeah, we ride. Yeah, look, get a Harley second hand, but no later than 10 years. There you've got the availability at a shop to work on it because it's within the maximum threshold that the new up and trained Harley technician can work on the bike. So there's that. You don't necessarily have to buy a brand new bike. The only thing about buying a brand new bike is that you can say to yourself that you did it. That's about the only reward about buying a new bike. 23-year-old still belt driven. Yeah, fucking oath. Fucking oath, mate. Same belt. I've had how many chains did we fucking do on our old Jappers? You know, because you could do one trip across Australia with a big heavy swag and fucking the chain just fuck. It's just what a waste of time. The chain stretches. You know, it's just fuck. Yeah, right. Yeah. But then you did. Done well. I won with less than 30,000. Done well. Found a good buy. Look, Joshua is looking for a new bike he can ride today, but not build up. So I get it. There is something about. Look, I've got two bikes now, and I'm in the. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, you paid that fucking much for it. Yeah, well, it's an old. Yeah, stop skiting, you fuck. Bragging rights in the chat. Fucking hell, 5K. Viva Las Vegas. How you going? Genji King. Yeah, no, just have a quick line. Yeah, that's okay. A quick like, thank you. I thought it's a quick line. And the line is the conversation that you write, not the amphetamine or the cocaine. That's the wrong line. The line is the English written language. One line, a stanza. If you really wanted to be a pedant, you'd say, "I'll just come in for a quick stanza." A quick sentence. There you go. For the poor old judge that needs it in black and white. Oh, I just came in for a sentence. One sentence I was going to write. Come in for a line. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Bianca. It's okay. He believes in you, though, Bianca. Did you know that? God believes in you. You don't have to believe in him, but he believes in you. Hit the bag a few times. Yeah. Period. Great. Thank you, Frog. I didn't even see the message. Yeah. Motorcycles, watermelon wine, sweet, sweet Lord High. I know that they're not really the lyrics of that song, but the general feel about it, is, if it wasn't through, yeah, I think it Thanksgiving or what's the right word? It does start with T, but it's not Thanksgiving. It's a word like that. It's gratitude. It started with G, not W, or not T. Gratitude is a little bit like Jesus, if that makes sense. I give gratitude that Jesus has given me just something to put all my bad shit and give it to him. There you go. You can have that, and I'll be greater because I've given you all my shit, because you're fucking what's the word? Like he's so mentally strong that they can deal with all of that, and I don't have to. Yeah, okay. John, whatever. Thank you, Frog. Just for the 666, you know. Yeah, it's got to be tough to be a god, exactly, because I'm going to, throw him all my shit. You got to decarb it again. Okay, right there, right. Okay, is that what you got to do, John? Yeah, that's it, brother. And I rebuked that dude in the name of Jesus with my mighty claymore sword across his what do they call those guys in the crusade? You're a crusader carrying your holy cross. For in Jesus' name, I strike you down with my cross because of your temptation to be evil. Does that make sense? Right. Soldier for God. Holy Claymore. I like it. I like it, Zombie. The Holy Claymore. That's what we have been. Yes. See? Okay, well, there you go. I only today but gave you your chain mail and your herald. Here now, out of Dave's armory, the Holy Claymore. Wield it for God. Wield it for Dave. Wield it for God through Dave. Wield it for Dave through God. The Holy Claymore will strike you, troll, down. And that's the same, trolls, because you won't be able to come into the subscriber-only chat where we have discussed the game plans. I think that the private only subscriber traps will probably be better than Patreon or those sorts of things. Because I want to share much with my subscribers about my plans, what I'm doing, where we're going. So there you go. If you're a Gronk and you don't get in, I'm so sorry. Yeah, sorry. There you go. That's the power of lives anyway. So, not all lives are good, but game plans. That's it, mate. What are we doing? What keeps you guys on the computer or on your screen watching me on my motorcycle show you the Australian condition, the Australian way of life? But that way of life is on and through the eyes of a motorcyclist. Does that resonate with some of you? Does that does that make you want to stay on the, watching? But there's something more than that. Does that, not fantasy, but, and how I'm telling it, because of the questions and direction that you from another country have said, I'd forgotten all about, to be honest, in the beginning of this chat, I'd forgotten all about the Thai time and memorial tradition in the Australian landscape of the Billy T. You can say crikey, mate. He was a good dude, old Steve Irwin. But we're talking about, pig chasing, mate, blood sport. Nothing wrong with a bit of pig chasing, fucking vermin anyway. But as long as I haven't got too many worms, they're all right in the smoker. But a lot of us, I was just going to say, in our, sports that we choose, most kills aren't wasted. Most kills are for a genuine reason, and that reason is usually harvesting meat. So, D, I can't tell you, and no one else in the chat tell him what it's like. But how many people are in the chat could tell you what it's like if you never found it out for yourself, and then there you were surprised, or you hated it. There you go. That's all I'll say about what's kangaroo like. No, that's the Addams Family. I'm thinking of because Skippy was definitely a show that was broadcast throughout the whole world. There you go. Kyle, I was trying to make him, go and try it. Tastes pretty good. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I was going to say, Kyle. Kangaroo, yeah, man, if it's cooked right by a proper chef who knows what they're doing, Yeah, I totally agree, John. Yeah, of course. There's, why wouldn't the Neanderthal go to a vegetarian diet? Evolve into that. It makes complete sense from a Darwinian perspective, and that's not taking anything away from a almighty that predates all history, I guess. Not Adam and Eve, not all the what we've, I think Adam and Eve is a modern story, in the whole, the first atom shit. Not even a time could count how long back it is, and where we've evolved from. So the idea of the kangaroo coming from a Neanderthal, very, very good. Anyway, so yeah, Bible porn. It's more the first, that's where we came from. That's what the man in the white suit with the green cross on his, with the rich candlesticks, so every 5 minutes with the collection played out for the good of the church. Yeah, no, don't be sorry, man. I did not ever, like we say things. Yeah, it should be celebrated for sure. He's walking over time there. Anyway, just a rave because the cannabis that I'm having is very good, and I'm able to have a rave, and also just I don't know. I've been there's so many things, John, that what I will say is that I just don't know. I can't still fully put all of my belief into that idea unless I think of it in terms of we came from an atom and the atom grew into a protozoa grew into a cell grew into, I don't really get it, and that sort of that sort of chat, I get it, and that's true, that's not bullshitting. I came from my father's scrotum and my mother's fallopian and womb, so I came from both. So there you go. There's one in the chat here, mate. The scrote code. No, there's one in the chat, John. We got a black fella here in the chat. He knows all about his history. I think he's a proud countryman. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't a proud countryman, eh, Rod? Sorry about picking my nose, everyone, but it's a very Australian thing to do. Pick your nose. But it's, don't smoke. Yeah, well, okay. Action Spidey, good on you. Action Spidey. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Teach. But I got a note that says I'm allowed. That's the school I went to. You could smoke at the school, provided your parents gave you a note. Then those people had those people had permission to smoke it on the log at the back of the school. Naturally, we all, forged our notes and smoked anyway. It was cool. We were kids, man, when we weren't wagon school, and we were doing it in an area that gave us a right. Now, as a 13-year-old teenager, you have then suddenly been given something that no other school has. You've got 10 kids in your class. You'd call your teacher by the first name, or dean, or, the whole structure of learning was just broken down, and it fucking worked. Predominant ratio of tertiary educated people from that school was higher, yet they didn't get the funding needed, and the school collapsed. And I think that's what, sadly, the statistics don't lie. There's so many academics from that school, and that the only way to really get into that school was when you didn't survive in a normal school and you got loving parents. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I've been missing a few chats, guys, because I'm just raving. I'm talking, and I think it's working. We've been on here for 2.5 hours, so that's cool. I'll let you go. Please, in the chat, if you could like, subscribe, and show the channel a bit of love. I hate asking that, because I know that if you're here, you're already doing that, or else you wouldn't be here. Yeah, I hear you, John. John, thanks for joining us. What does it reckon, mate? You from Osbro? Are you from New Zealand? Onk skies. Yeah, thank you. Good people, good chat. And today's events was sponsored by tobacco cigarettes in simple bags. You've got a job here, Rod, don't you? If this goes, you got the job. You're production manager, for fuck's sake. Love it. See you guys. It's been enjoyable. Bye now.